All right, so it's like negative 20 something below. And they're all going to Florida.
Catch and release.
I'm staying here.
That's a good sense. Yeah.
Oh! God, I gotta flood the house, don't I? All right, well, here we are. So where we're at today is a little different. I'll let you know in advance, I'm not in the shop. Usually, most of our videos up to this point have been wacky things I've done, road trips I've been on. Obviously, a lot of equipment repair. Because that's typically what I'm doing in a day-to-day. Hey, we're good. Time frame. Today, we're doing something a little different. Today, we're actually gonna pretend we're somebody who we're not, and that is a carpenter. And what I mean by that is, if you look behind me, today we're gonna try and do something that I haven't done in a long time, and that is home repair. And I haven't done it in a long time because I really just don't like it. I don't know if that's how any of you guys feel, but that's how I feel. We have not told our mom and dad yet that this is going on. So how are they gonna find this out? They're gonna find it out today, probably when they get notified that their son put out a video, and then, oh man, so who do you think's gonna take it better and who do you think's gonna take it worse?
Well, maybe I'll try and video their reaction when they find out, and then.
Oh, I don't even think that would be good.
I think overall they're going to be very happy. This is a project they've been wanting to do for, I mean, at least 5 years, if not longer. So I think they're going to be very happy that it's started and underway. Dad's probably going to feel bad that he's not there to help, though.
This is how you got really good friends. You can talk them into helping you. Now, Adam doesn't have a background in home remodeling. I do, but I just like to bury that side of me. Otherwise, friends are always calling you like, hey, can you lay this carpet? Or you can help me with mud and sheetrocking? Only for my mom and dad, that's for sure. Only for my mom and dad. But there's a little bit of a backstory here.
Eric, what I think is funny is that Dad would often, when our mom would go on vacation to like visit relatives, family, friends, and she'd often go away for a few days to a week, and our dad would always like be like, hey, we're gonna do this project while your mom's gone, whether it was landscaping, or I think the last bathroom remodel actually happened when Mom was gone on a trip. And so it was so funny when I was getting ready to bring everyone out of town, bring the kids and Mom and Dad down to Florida for a little bit, and you're like, hey, what if we use this window of time to remodel the bathroom, because they've been wanting to do that for several years now. It was pretty funny when you brought that up.
When me and my two sisters were growing up, it was really common that if my mom went out of town or if we had like a Christmas vacation, my dad would take some time off work and we'd always kind of work on remodeling at least one room in the house, maybe two, depending on how much time we had off. Well, it's funny because like, seriously, just the fact that it's cold outside, we're remodeling the house, it's taking me back to my youth, right? How many school vacations, how many Christmas vacations did we like renovate a whole entire room? Dad would take days off work. We'd always do the initial trip to Menards. Friday night, me and Adam were going to Menards, and it was just like, oh, wow, flashback, you know, just 1+ years later.
Yep.
Over the course of the last 10 to 20 years, we kind of got away from that just because we got busier and busier with kind of the day-to-day traditional businesses, blah, 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 all that stuff. I also will press it in that we got away from it because I just don't like doing it. It's not my forte. I'd rather work on an old vehicle. I don't know why. I'm weird that way. I know a lot of you take a lot of pride in your homes and you love the home remodeling aspect of it. I grew up doing that, and actually it's so fun. If you followed my sister out some of her channels, she's been going along throughout the last year and a half and just kind of doing a lot of painting, doing a lot of cleanup of some of the different rooms, just kind of like a nice freshen up of some of the existing rooms in the house. And then now there's one room that we have just blocked out of our minds for a reason. And it's nothing bad, but it was just one of those rooms that we knew was gonna take so much more time and effort to do what we wanted to do, and that was this old bathroom. When you get into it, it's cool. The neat thing, this bathroom window does not look out towards the shop, so I don't see all those other things I need to fix. Like it looks at an old outhouse, and then when I see the old outhouse, and then I'm like, wow, look at the perfect.
And you're really grateful for what you're doing.
Yeah, old pioneers that built this house, You had to deal with that on a day like today where it's 20 below.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a tough breed.
Yeah. Right? For real. Yeah.
Now, if you look, it's not anything terrible. Behind me is a shower with a tub. Well, our goal here, this is my mom and dad's main bathroom. And the whole goal here has been, they still have a traditional bathtub. And the goal here has just been to convert it over to a walk-in shower. Everything came apart really nice. The only thing that is hilarious, we were taking the vanity out, and now we're dealing with old PVC pipe. Both like lines like hooked on a section of the like actual vanity itself. And it was funny because I got the one out, Adam was hanging onto it, and I was just ready to get the other one kind of like out of it, like out of where it was just kind of like latched into, and the pipe broke. Oh! God, I gotta flood the house, don't I? And we had water shooting up, hitting the ceiling. It was an absolute mess. Now, the funniest thing in the world is most people would hit the panic button, right? I got a background in dry and flooded buildings. Yeah. I'm the only person in the world that's walking downstairs, watching water drip out of the ceiling and just go, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And not worried, just going, whatever, you can drip, like you'll dry. I'm not worried about that. Like, in the shed over here, I got more than enough dehumidifiers to dry the house like 10 times over, you know? It was just funny because I'm watching the water drip out of the ceiling in the basement, and I'm like, okay, I go get a fan and a dehumidifier now, and we'll get this set up. But, oh, man. Yeah, so it's been a little bit of an adventure, but it's been a lot of fun. Seriously, the farm's like its own giving tree. After we bought the wrong one, we find the right one here. All right.
Oh, what are the odds?
Yeah, pretty good. You gotta remember that hog barn has a few thousand feet of poly PVC line in there. All right, let's go cap it. It's been a little bit of an adventure, but it's been a lot of fun. You know, I mean, nothing bad, but it's one of those projects, like, it's kind of like no different than a year ago, like the 50-20 project, where every day you wake up and you're like, okay, we got to get this done, this done, this done. You can't lose that momentum. Then you wake up and it's really cold outside and you're just sitting there drinking coffee going, it's really easy to lose momentum today. The last time we really did any updates to this room was well over 10 years ago, but even then, we didn't change anything like the faucet, the vanities, the door pulls, or anything like that. This time, this go around, I got 5 days. I got 5 days. I dropped my mom and dad and their grandkids off at the airport. While they're down in Florida, my goal is to try to take this space and then just revamp it. It's that night. Yeah. We're doing the best we can. All right, let's face it. I already flooded it. You know? Yeah.
At least you got it off.
It's out of here. Yeah.
I was a little concerned, right? I don't know where it is. I'm like, oh, great.
Over the years, we've had a lot of thoughts on what we want to do, how we want to do it. The game plan's changed a million times. Everything would start off, it's my whole family's problem. Everything would start off super simple, and then it would creep and creep and creep. Well, it's like, well, if we're going to do this, then we should do that. And if we're going to do that, we should do this. And what happened is it never got done. When I found out Dawn and her kids and my mom and dad were all leaving for 5 days, I kind of got the wheels spinning like, well, what if instead of trying to do like the ultimate bathroom remodification, what if we just toned it down, update the shower, update the sink and vanity, update the toilet, update the, whatever they call these things, the mirrors. Doing good, doing good. Yeah, it's just like pulling a transmission out of a loader, ain't it? You know, everything's so big and heavy, you don't know how to handle it. And luckily you got overhead cranes at work. Yeah, dumpster comes on Monday. Just do some basic updates. That was kind of my thought process. I was surprised because when I brought it up to Dawn, she's like, I think you're right. I'm like, the thing is this is the bathroom that my mom and dad use. So it's a big old farmhouse, a lot of bedrooms, a lot of bathrooms. There's at least 4 bathrooms in the house. But this is the one closest to their bedroom. This is the one they use every day. And so it's kind of hard to like redo that with them here, blah, blah, blah. So when I found out they were going away, I was like, hey. The tough thing, like as we're in our 40s now, like we see our mom and dad get older and they're no longer in their 50s anymore. So you're starting to think about that next chapter of life. And then this was the room, because actually up to this point, as we remodeled rooms in the house, We made sure like the main bedroom was wheelchair accessible, the washer and dryers on the main level. As we were updating things in years past, that was the mindset, is like, how do we keep the house functional so if mom and dad get older? Because like the one thing I can tell you about old farmers, they don't want to leave the farm ever.
Yep. Yep.
Even trying to get them out of here just so we can do something is tough. As you can see here, nothing's overly crazy bad. It is just one of those things where everything's just 20 plus years old and outdated and has 20 years worth of wear in it. The goal here in the next 5 days is to see if we can't make it better than what it was. Now, that's a low bar, so that's a good thing.
And that room is really one of the last rooms that hadn't been remodeled recently. The rest of the house really has been made over. And so it was kind of the room. It was just easy to like close the door and keep moving on. But it's one of the last rooms to totally remodel.
Too, like it's buried in the back of the house. No one sees it. No one comes back here. Often holidays, where mom's a big one on having all the family members over and friends. But this was kind of out of.
It's not the main bathroom for guests or anything. Yeah.
And so, it was just easy just to ignore all these things.
Yeah.
There's part of me today, though, which is we would just ignored it. No, kidding. Day 2, and you can tell it looks a little different, a little more bare. Last night we got the vanity, the old sink out, the old mirrors out, the old light fixtures out. We started on the tub. That was our goal today, is to get the tub out. But we started on the tub last night, and then we were getting close. Our local Menards closed at 9, and I just wanted to get there before, just to get some ideas. What we knew we had these recessed wall cabinets, and we weren't sure of the dimensions, and we didn't know until we got them out. And we got them out, and then I just wanted to run to Menards, start getting ideas, because the only thought we have is if you see the toilet here, it's kind of in the middle of the bathroom. And one of the things we have entertained the thought of is possibly moving the toilet up into that corner, thus giving this just a bigger region. If you ever had to, I even hate saying it, but it's kind of life. If you ever were like in a wheelchair or a walker, hey, you would have more room in this area to maneuver around. That was kind of our goal. And even though right now, by the time we're done with this project, it might not be a full-fledged wheelchair accessible bathroom, the goal is that it's just going to be better. Now, luckily, my parents are still doing really, really well, and they're walking on their own, and everything's great there. Between knee surgery and ankle surgery with my dad, my mom, they have had different time periods in certain years where they did have hard time getting around. It's not that I hate home remodeling. It's just like the fact that like as a kid, you always want what you don't have, right?
Yeah.
So when you're told, hey, guess what we're doing on a beautiful Saturday? We're either baling hay or checking fences, or we can go work in a hot, sweaty house that has no air conditioning.
Yeah, right.
When all your friends are going to the lake and pool and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we did. Or the middle of January. That was the one time it wasn't so bad, like wintertime, like now. Yeah. Hey, you want to go feed the cows, or do you want to sit and like wire a bedroom? Hey, let's wire a bedroom. When me and Dawn set out on this project here, probably about a week ago, I started talking to her. I'm like, hey, if you leave and mom and dad are gone, what would you think if you would, if I went after this bathroom, would you just help me with it? And she's like, oh, absolutely. And we were just talking about some of the basic stuff that we wanted to do just to make it easier for them, kind of update some things, modernize it, et cetera, et cetera. So end of day 1, I was pretty happy. We got all this gutted. I got the house flooded. How nice is that? Now, when you drive flooded buildings, the last thing in the world you're really worried about is wet basement. I can dry that in a couple hours. I ain't too worried about it. We're entering the messy middle right now. I love that phrase. The front porch is horrible. Don't be showing up tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That was the other thing too, is I'm throwing things out the front door, and I'm like, how many different doors and windows of this house have we shut stuff out of over the years, right?
I mean, like you said, like that was our childhood. It's a farmhouse built in 1900-ish and had plaster walls and all that. And so like throughout our life, we have seen the full house be remodeled and added on to and all that. So, and participated in it.
If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right?
I mean, we learned a lot through it, though.
I know.
I love home remodeling projects now. You probably have a different taste of them, though.
I gotta ask, how is Florida? It's a balmy, 80 degrees today?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a jerk. I mean, the weather has been beautiful. It's been in the 70s today, is the 80s. We have one more nice day, and then it's going to start cooling off down here a little bit. Then what's the cold weather up north is going to make its way south a little bit, is what we hear. So just trying to soak up all the sun while we can.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Hey, live your best life, right? Enjoy it. I'm looking at that pool behind you, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you know, so my kids are 11 through 16, and it's a little bit harder finding stuff to do with them now. And they're not really into like the big like theme parks, because I was like, well, do you guys want to go to Disney or Universal? And they're kind of like, meh. And so today we got to go out on a like fishing charter, and it was so much fun. That was really cool. Caught tons of fish. The fishing guide was like, well, this is like, it's kind of a double-edged sword. When you take out, you know, kids that haven't been fishing really much before, like it's super fun if they catch a lot of fish. But also the next time they go out fishing, they're gonna like think that this is like normal fishing, right? So I mean, they were just reeling them in and seeing all kinds of different fish that we don't obviously see in the lakes at home. So that was super fun. All right, so what's the game plan in the bathroom now?
Number one thing finished. The only thing I got left as far as like amenities, I still got the toilet, which I'm gonna be removing that here in like the next 10 minutes. And then right now it's get the subframe up, or get the subfloor up, get it all exposed so we just have nothing but rafters. Because actually I'm pretty much positive we're just gonna do double 3/4 inch sheetrock, and that should flush out with the hallway. But get that done. My fear is I might have one or two stringers that I got to, floor joists that I got to just beef up. Maybe we overlay, or maybe we just lay a new one next to it. There's one right where, because, you know, we always wondered if we didn't have a mystery leak in this bathroom. And I think we did. Anyways, I think I found it. I think it's just like one of the drain tubes there. But I think it rotted one of the rafters or one of the floor joists. And so I think we're gonna have to double that one up. But otherwise, I think for the most part, the rest of them are in pretty good shape. So for right now, pull up the floor, see what we're dealing with, see if we gotta do one more floor joist, then start laying the floor down. But then after that, then it gets pretty easy, because then it's already pretty much like the new construction can start. We pretty much have it gutted. You see the shower behind me. You know, any of you that have done home remodeling, you know this looks way worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
The old shower surrounding was up there, and it was glued on, so when you pull that off, it kind of pulled some of the sheetrock papering backing off with it. But for the most part, we're sitting in pretty good shape. So step one, floor. Step two, we're gonna do dirt rock probably around the tub surroundings. So tomorrow, hopefully, start cutting that, putting that in place. And then also behind here is the washer and dryer. That lower section of sheetrock there, I'm probably going to replace too, just while I'm here. And then it's going to be on to electrical. So electrical and plumbing. So step one, floor going in. Step two, you know, finish up the walls. Step three, a little bit of electrical and plumbing, and we should be in a pretty good run. So
yeah. I mean, you're not gonna have it done before Mom and Dad get back, but how far do you want to have it by the time they get back?
I would love to have the plumbing done so they could at least use it, even if it's not necessarily shower done, just the toilet, you know. But we will see. I've been trying to tell them, like, hey, you guys should just stay down a little longer. Maybe they.
I'll keep working on it too. There's no reason to rush back to Minnesota with how the weather is right now. I got the tickets are changeable, so they should take advantage of that.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. Dad's gonna see this and be like, oh, I got to get back home to help him.
All right.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice, Dad. But you could also stay in Florida a few more days. You are retired, like.
Yeah.
Enjoy those grandkids.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'll see what I can do.
And now we're past the point of no return, and what I'm just happy is, like, one way or another, you know, it's not gonna be done in 5 days, but the cool thing is like, you know, when it's done, it's gonna be done for a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, good work and good luck with the rest of it.
Cool. You enjoy Florida and get a good tan. That's the only thing I'm jealous of, right? Minnesota's horrible on the complexion, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.